Hi everyone, John Cleese with Lake Effect Garden and Design. And today what I wanted to talk to you about was putting your native garden to bed for the winter. You can see here, we're in the field that's outside of my house. It's mid-November here in Michigan. We had an early snow, so if you can see, it's actually already pushed down some of the native grasses that are already on the ground. You can see some milkweed over here that I didn't get to for the seeds. And usually when I collect seeds, I leave some up for the birds, some to scatter, and then I take some of them for myself. But I wanted to talk to you about today of what you can do to get your garden ready for the fall, or for the winter actually. A couple things. This can be either done in the late fall or it could be done in March, depending on where you live and where your spring starts to come. Here in Michigan, March is about the last time you can start to cut stuff down and not be trampling on new growth. March, maybe late March. So I used to burn. You can burn your field if you want to. You can burn your native plants. You can cut your native plants, or you can literally just leave them up like this, because by the end of the winter, they'll be down on the ground, new shoots will come up, and then as the weather gets warm, things will start to deteriorate. It's good to alternate. I made the mistake of burning every year, and when you burn every year, unfortunately, some of those plants don't respond well to it. Some of the new seeds can't handle the heat, and you end up really fostering different species in your garden and not giving sort of other species a chance to rotate to be dominant. So I was burning for a while. Now I'm just kind of cutting, and I think next year I'm actually going to just start leaving it up for the first couple of years. And again, you can do that in the fall or the spring. Lots of people like to leave it up for the spring just because it allows insects to finish their cycle. Insects like to be in the hollow stems of grasses. So if you don't like the look of it messy in the wintertime, you can always just cut it and leave it on the ground and rake it up in the springtime. And some people will actually tell you it's better to leave it on the ground until the spring, because then that provides a nice natural mulch so that you don't have to worry a lot about the spring weeds. But what I've got here is just my clippers, just to show you a couple of things. You know what, if you're gonna clip things or even brush cut them, whether you clip or use a weed whacker, it only has to be 6 or 8 inches off the ground. Here's some grasses, obviously, that have fallen down. If I wanted to clip it, that's all I really need to do. The rest of this is gonna become some nice mulch for the plants. And I did want to point this out. Oh, this is a little dog Gidget. I did want to point out, I have these all over the place. So I tend to put these up for plants that come up very early in the springtime. And I want to make sure when I'm out walking around that I don't crush them. I also leave them up because I like to snowshoe across this as well. So I make sure that my early snows, I take my paths around them. They don't really want to be clamping on these. And I just want to make sure that I know where they are in the beginning of the spring. So that's really about it. One of the great things about native gardening, it isn't a lot of maintenance. Again, you can burn it, you can cut it, or you can just leave it, whatever you want to do. Again, check out all of our videos. Again, John at Lake Effect Garden and Design, and happy fall.